What's up, guys? I guess a lot of guys out of my age grew up watching Star Wars Clone Ages. So I'm really in love with those Hasbro clones. Just those body molds at all are killing me. By the way, if you wanna read this, just pause a second. But yeah, let's just don't waste too much time and dive right into this. Okay, there we got the first look out of the box, the Phase 2 Clone Trooper. And I don't know what it is. I'm really in love with those classic clone figures. They just look so perfect, and if you want to make a custom figure, it's so easy. You have a based clone and just paint all over him. So let's go into the detail and start off with the articulation. First up, for the articulation, let's remove the helmet and see that great face of Temuera Morrison. This is a pretty good head scan, gotta say. And we got a lot of articulation in here. Okay, I don't like this articulation point. Okay, I don't want to remove the head. Really not. We got this pin, which can just swing around a little bit, and then the head on the some dot kind of thing. And we have a neck joint, so he can, as you can see, the whole neck is moving with him. It's a little bit hard to move back. They could have done it way different, I think. But yeah, this is what we got. It's not so bad. We have no ball joints, but we got joints in those shoulder protectors, so he can move his arms up and stuff like this. They will rotate with it somehow, and I really love that detail. On the most figures of many other brands, they couldn't do it for a long while. I don't know what the problem was on, I think, Marvel. Yeah, the Civil War Iron Man. Look at this, same brand, also Hasbro. You couldn't move the arms more up than this. He got ball joints, which is awesome, but he can't move his arms up. So I'm really glad they're doing this on the Star Wars figures like this, because most of the Star Wars characters get shoulder protection. We got swivels over here. We got one-jointed swivel elbows, which are pretty okay. I don't really like these that much. Don't know why they're making it different as on the Marvel Legends, but who cares. We got that belly crunch, which works really good, I gotta say. We have no swivels on the hips. We have that pretty based, based connection here on the legs. We got swiveled one-jointed knees on the legs. Got swivels here to the sides, and those, vertical hinges. Here we got, no, it's a vertical hinge, yes. As well as here on his right trigger finger. Here we got horizontal hinges on the left hand, so that's pretty good. Moving on to the accessories, we got one long gun, which is pretty good. Let's attach it to the figure and see if we can pose him with the gun. And I guess, yeah, the left arm is going right over here. Let's grab it a little bit tighter. Okay, first up, let's see, can he aim? Can he aim? Simple question. And yes, he can. This looks pretty good. I mean, yes, it's not the best pose, but he can do it way better, and the neck joint is really helping that. And holding shouldn't be a problem either. We got that small gun too, which also looks good. He also can grab it two-handed. I think you can pose it to shoot a little bit better than the other one, but let's just see with the helmet on, which is another accessory piece. And I think that helmet is a little bit off. It looks good all in all, but if you compare it to the picture of the figure, it looks way thicker. It should be the exact same angle. This one is really much bulkier. I like it, but if you look at the other clone figures that are, yeah, not with a detachable head, yeah, it looks way better. So, don't know if this was an accident, production failure or anything like that, but it's a little too bulky, all in all. Okay, and let's see if we can get some detail out of this one. And we got those pretty small lines here on the helmet, which look accurate and good. We got all those holes in the back. Those, I think this is pretty good. The cloth between the armor pieces is always pretty good detailed. Nothing too much on here. It's just the kind of molding they do on these figures. I mean, yes, they reusing it for almost every other fucking clone. But all in all, I think these are molded, and yes, not much detail. You can't pull anything about those, yeah, just generic white clones. So yeah, just give this figure a 1 to 10 rating. And go down the list. So first up, the articulation is pretty good. Nothing is too stiff. We got a little different look on it. So yeah, the movability is pretty on point. The figure itself looks really good. We got no painting issues or anything on this. And it stands pretty well. So if I put it in a position, it's really holding. That's a lot for Hasbro. So after I don't have many more issues than the head, really, that helmet is way too bulky, okay? We gotta give this figure an 8 out of 10. It's nothing too special, it's nothing interesting, I would say, but all in all, it looks good and it works for its purpose. So if you want to get this figure for some background clones, for some, I don't know, custom figures or anything, this is the way to go. Look out for some cheap ways to get this figure. For the whole price, I wouldn't get it. But all in all, this is a pretty fine figure. And yeah, hope you liked this video, and have a good day. See you next time. Goodbye.